All right, hey everybody, it's Danny from Griswold Family Vacay, along with
Poxering, aka
we are
Adric.
Adric, and we are here for the very first game of the 2022-2023 NFL football season, where tonight you've got the Buffalo Bills against the Los Angeles Rams. So we're going to lead you guys through a little bit of a pregame show leading up to kickoff, and then we are going to be here throughout the game for play-by-play and live reactions. So thank you guys so much for being here, for coming. If you guys would, smash that like button and share us out. We would very much appreciate that. We also want to thank anyone who may be watching us on replay. So, Adric, where do you want to start tonight? Do you
Well,
want
I
me to
guess
start or do you want to start?
you go right ahead.
All right, so tonight the Rams, of course, are going to return most of their starters from their Super Bowl team. There is one player from the Super Bowl team that the Rams lost, and that is none other than Von Miller, who actually left Los Angeles to become a Buffalo Bill. So he'll be on the other sidelines tonight. So it's going to be pretty interesting to see how he does with the Bills. This is actually the first matchup ever between the superstar quarterbacks Matt Stafford and Josh Allen. Before the game, so probably about right now or a little bit before right now, they had a banner raising ceremony for the Super Bowl champs. I might be coming up later. I think it was pregame though. So just a little stats about how teams that won the Super Bowl do in the kickoff game of the following year. Defending Super Bowl champs have posted an 8-3 record in Week 1 since 2010. Defending Super Bowl champions have won each of their last 4 season kickoff games. The last defending champ to drop their season opener was New England when they lost 2017 opener to Kansas City 42-27. In addition to that record, the Rams head coach Sean McVay is 5-0 in his career on season openers and 14-3 in the month of September since 2017. The Rams' winning percentage in the month of September is .824, and their points per game average is 32. Both ranked second in the league the last 5 seasons. So one matchup. Are you going to talk about matchups, Adric? Can you hear me?
I muted myself, but I don't have anything now.
Okay. So one matchup that's going to be interesting to watch is going to be the the Bills defense versus the Rams offense. So the Bills defensive line was revamped, like I said earlier, with the upgrades like Von Miller, as well as defensive tackles Daquan Jones, Jordan Phillips, and Tim Settle. The Rams offense actually might be down a little bit because they actually lost 2 of their offensive linemen, and the fact that longtime veteran Andrew Whitworth retired, and starting right guard Austin Corbett left to join the Carolina Panthers via free agency. Also, their defensive backs Bills, right? They were the number 1 defense in the league last year, right? The Bills.
Yep.
Okay, so we witnessed some of it through the course of training camp, but the Bills, their defensive backs, that they welcome in Matt and Zach. Good to see you, Mr. Willie. Welcome in, Sarah. Good to see you. Their defensive backs that they drafted this year, both rookie draft choices, Kaiir Elam and Christian Bernard. It'd be interesting to see how they do tonight because they both quickly moved up the depth chart. We're getting time on the field with a starting defense. Both players, by defensive coordinator Leslie Frazier, says it appears they'll both see time on the field tonight. So it's interesting. It'll be interesting to see how those two do. the point spread, for those that are interested in the point spread, those that like playing pick 'em or making bets on the game, the spread is the Bills are actually favored by 2. The Rams, of course, get 2. The over-under total on the game is 51.5 points. So, Adric, let me ask you that first. Do you think that if you were to make a bet on this game for the over-under 51.5, would you take over or would you take under?
Over.
Over? You think both teams will score more than 52 points?
Together, yeah.
Together? Okay. I'll take the under on that. All right, and then we have just real quick some other things that we have are just some fantasy football starts and sits. And Adric, I know you did some research on this, right? Or no, you're talking about for Sunday. You did.
Yeah.
Okay, so for tonight's game, according to the fantasy football experts out there, and for any of you guys that play fantasy football, they recommend starting Cooper Kupp, starting Josh Allen, Stephon Diggs for the Bills, Josh Allen for the Bills, Matthew Stafford for the Rams, Allen Robinson, who is Rams, right? Allen Robinson.
Yeah.
He came in when Josh Reynolds that went to the Titans?
No. Robert Woods is that what you're talking
Robert
about?
Woods, yeah. When he left, I guess Allen Robinson came over from the Bears.
Yeah.
Gabriel Davis, receiver for the Bills. Dawson Knox, tight end. Cam Akers, and Henderson, both the running backs for the Rams. It's recommended to sit Tyler Higbee, tight end for the Rams. Devin Singletary and James Cook, running backs for the Bills. Van Jefferson, wide receiver for the Rams. Isaiah McKenzie, wide receiver for the Bills, and both defenses. Now, it's said in this game that, well, we'll talk about that in a second. But the matchups, the main matchup here, do you have any matchups you're interested in watching, Adric?
Well, I think it's pretty obvious. Jalen Ramsey versus Stephon Diggs.
Jalen Ramsey versus.
I have some. I have one.
Mr. Willie's got Allen Robinson on his fantasy team at church. What are you interested in watching, Bubba? What matchup?
Bills versus Rams.
Oh, that's smart. Good. Bills versus Rams. Okay, so another one again is the defensive line of the Bills versus the offensive line of the Rams. That's going to be an interesting one to watch as well. Players to watch. Any players you think are going to have big games this game, Adric?
Big games. Let's think. Man, I kind of don't know. I will tell you who I think will have a little bit of a bad game, maybe, is Matthew Stafford.
Matthew Stafford?
Yeah, I think he's not going to.
Welcome in, Facebook user.
They've already said that his elbow has been hurting.
Right. He had surgery this off season, right? He played all last year with a injured elbow, and this off season he had a procedure on it. He hasn't thrown that much. He hasn't thrown that much at all in the preseason. So you think he'll have a down game?
Yeah.
All right. Player to watch, I think wide receiver Allen Robinson will have a good game for the Rams. And I also think, even though they said to sit him, I think McKenzie might have a good game for the Bills because I believe a lot of the attention is going to be on Stephon Diggs. Also, maybe Gabriel Davis will have a good game.
Oh yeah, that's what I was just gonna say. That I think Gabriel Davis could be a pretty solid receiver too for the Bills.
Watching from Adirondacks, New York. Awesome. I need to figure out who that is. And if you'll type your name, Facebook user, that way we'll know who you are. Mr. Willie says, Adric, he can't have a bad game because I have Allen Robinson. Oh, speaking of that, I better set my team up. Hey, Rhonda, good to see you. Welcome in. All right. Just some little tidbit facts, some interesting facts about tonight's game. Adric, how much do you think the average ticket went for tonight's game? Because a lot of people were expecting this game right here to be what? To be last year's Super Bowl, right?
Yep.
And it might be this year's Super Bowl as well. So, how
Mhm.
much do you think tickets on average went for this game tonight?
Well, I remember you telling me, but I can't remember what you told me. So I'll go with $1,000.
$1,000. Okay, well, the average ticket price for this game in the past has been $83. Tonight, the average ticket price for this game was $1,285. The lowest ticket prices hovered between $150 and $200, while the most expensive seats were over $11,000 a seat tonight for tonight's game. That is crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Also, the Bills, they call their the fans the Bills Mafia. The Bills Mafia actually ordered more than $24,000 worth of Labatt USA beer, Labatt Blue beer, was delivered Tuesday to Bills Mafia for tailgate parties and things like that. So that's crazy. Right now, it looks like they're doing the banner raising ceremony for the
Mm-hmm.
Super Bowl. I'll let you take over for a while, Adric. I'm going to be on here, but I'm going to be trying to set up my fantasy team because I forgot.
All right. Well, I got a little bit of some over-unders for you. Matthew Stafford, over-under 265 yards.
Over.
Over. I say under.
You do?
Yep. Cooper Kupp, over-under 94 yards.
Under.
All right. Allen Robinson, over-under 62 yards.
Over under 62 yards? Over.
Yep. And Aaron Donald, over-under 1 sack.
Over.
Over?
Yep.
All right. Well, let's see here. Welcome in, Cruise Vet.
Hey, Mike. Good to see you, buddy.
So the Rams, they have a 55% chance to win. The Bills, 43% chance to win, and a tie is 0.6.
The Bills have a 43% chance to win.
Yep.
All right, and they're favored?
Yeah, I know it's kind of stupid. Well, okay, let's go through this. Who do you think's gonna win?
Who do I think's going to win? The Rams.
Rams.
Yep.
And what do you say? By how much?
By 4.
4. Welcome in, Kenny. Well, I have the Bills winning, and I have the Bills winning. You know, I'm just gonna go by 7. They win by 7.
7?
Mm-hmm. How do you think Von Miller's going to do this game?
He'll do all right, but I don't think he'll do anything too spectacular.
So the Bills versus the Rams. And all the times they've played, the Bills lead 8-5. Bills have won the previous two meetings 35-32 at home in 2020 and 30-19 on the road in 2016.
Did you get that from that one website that you get the college games from as well? Does it have NFL as well?
I want to know about that as well, but I haven't found. I just got that off of some website that was doing odds.
Oh.
Let me look for. Oh, maybe I found one. Team. Let's go with the Rams. Or not. There we go.
I don't have anybody in this game.
Nobody?
Mm-mm. Oh,
Okay.
no, I don't actually.
Welcome in, Paul. I
No.
found one, but it's not as good as the other one.
That's who it was, Ron and Judy. Good to see you guys. Full Time Dream, welcome in. That's who was over on the Facebook side. I can almost guarantee you. I haven't heard that name beer in years. Mike says he has Cooper Kupp on his fantasy team. That's cool.
The only player wait, do I have a player? Thought I did. Looks like I don't. Nope.
Let me ask you a question, Adric, real quick.
All right.
Before the game starts. Which of these two teams do you think has the better chance of winning the Super Bowl this year?
You know, a lot. I see everybody. I think nearly everybody is saying the Bills.
Yeah. And later on, guys, we're going to go over the NFL power rankings for week 1. And I'll just go ahead and give you a spoiler alert that the Bills are ranked number 1 in the NFL power rankings.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, go ahead.
So, I hate being like everybody else and just saying the Bills. But the Bills, I think they just have the most complete team. They at the start of the season, I think they have some of their safeties out, so the passing defense isn't going to be great. In their first few games, of course, Rams right here,
Hey,
Titans,
welcome in.
Dolphins, Ravens.
Did you say Titans?
Yep, the Bills play the Titans week 2.
Oh, good.
Man, it seems like Titans and Bills.
We need a win to start off the year.
I'm really trying to think.
Oh, that's really cool.
I'm gonna have to go. How the flag is United States.
Yeah, they had the flag folded to it. It's shaped like the outline of the United States. That's pretty awesome. Oh, that
I
looks
hate
like
being like everybody else, but I think I'm gonna go with the Buffalo Bills as the favorite.
That's a packed house.
Well, very first game of the year has the potential to be the best game of the year.
Yeah, it's true, huh?
You have any sleeper teams that could make the playoffs or anything like that?
Sleeper teams that could make the playoffs.
Let's start. Let's do one team from each conference. AFC. What do you got? What
I
team is
don't know, man. You put me on the spot.
What do you got? Come on, let's go.
The Titans.
Oh, that's just being biased.
Oh, here comes the Rock.
Man, how far behind are you? Sean McVay, youngest head coach to win the Super Bowl, 36 years, 20 days.
How behind am I? I have no idea. I don't know, Ajak, what to say about that. I'd have to think about it. Rhonda says she's a Browns and Panthers fan. He is way behind, LOL. I'm caught up now, I think.
What do you see?
Sean McDermott. Am I closer?
Well, I'm looking at Matt Gay trying to kick it off.
Tennessee Titans will finish the season 1-10. Good God. How rude.
So is that like what? 6 ties? All right, I just saw the kickoff.
Yeah, you're still ahead of me. Well, let's start announcing it then.
Well,
I'll be all right.
start of the NFL season. Saying all the names.
Punt into the end zone, touchback. Bills get the ball from the 20-yard line.
First play, Bills. 3 receivers, running back to the left of the quarterback. It's going to be a throw. Quick slant to Stephon Diggs, caught for about a 5-yard gain.
5-yard gain. Rhonda says she's behind too then.
Josh Allen last year, 4,500 yards. I lost it. It went away.
I'll say it.
Snap, throw. Allen scrambles, runs, gets the first down. Be about a 6-yard gain.
Last year, Josh Allen completion percentage 63 yards, 4,407 TDs, 36 interceptions, 15. So it's 1st and 10 now, right, for the Bills.
Hand off to Singletary to the right. Gets about 67 yards here. Let me
Nice. Are you watching it on your phone or on your computer or what?
my computer.
Oh. I guess the TV's is slower. Pretty decent run, for sure, for Singletary.
There we go. Dumps it to Singletary. Gets the first down, about a 6-yard gain again.
Oh, yeah, Bobby Wagner on the Rams. Longtime Seahawk coming over to the Rams. I'm watching on Peacock too, Mike.
Three receivers. Allen hands it off to Singletary, gets about 2 yards.
They're already in Rams territory, though, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Didn't take long. NBC must be broadcasting with a delay. That's what I'm thinking too. Amazon Prime. Yep. I think all the Thursday night football games starting next week are Amazon Prime, right, Adric?
Yeah, all the Thursday night football games are going to be on Prime.
Yep.
Josh Allen throws it to the middle, caught by Stephon Diggs for about 12 yards. Two receivers. Another pitch to the right. And it's about 1 yard maybe.
So now it's what, second down there for you?
Yep, 2nd and 9.
Zach Moss got
Two
it
receivers.
early.
Yep. Josh Allen drops back to pass, rolls out to the right, throws it, caught. Moss is the one that caught it. Gets about 8 yard gain.
I didn't know
Third
how
and
much.
1.
I didn't know how much Zach Moss would play this year since they drafted James Cook.
Yeah, they got a lot of depth at running back.
Mr. Willie, you bring up a good point here. Josh Allen was rated a 0-star recruit out of high school.
Fakes the handoff to the left, throws it, and caught wide open. Touchdown, Buffalo Bills. And guess who it was? Gabriel Davis. I think Gabriel Davis is definitely going to have a great year for the Bills. Bass and extra point is good. So 7-0 Buffalo leads 7-0. 9:56 to go in the first quarter. Well, how'd you like that?
That looked too easy. Josh Allen was perfect on that drive, Adric. Perfect. Bills 7, Rams 0. Yep. All right. Adric, you want to get into the power rankings or do you want to get into talking about the schedule for week 1? Probably should do the power rankings first, right?
Let's do power ranks at halftime.
At halftime?
Yeah.
All right. So tonight is the Thursday night matchup. So what about the Sunday night matchup?
Sunday night, Buccaneers versus Cowboys.
Buccaneers versus Cowboys. What do you like in that one?
I actually picked the Cowboys to win.
Is it in Dallas? I mean, in Arlington, or is it in Tampa?
Arlington.
It's in Arlington.
Mm-hmm.
I think the Bucks will win still. I think the Dallas Cowboys are overrated. Mr. Willie's saying that Josh Allen played on a small high school and he didn't go to any football. I think he was born and raised in Wyoming as well. I think. Bucks without Gronk. Yep, that's true. Who is their tight end now for the Bucks?
Oh, it's. Hold on. It's someone like I think average.
So
Like
Sunday
an
night is
Yeah, pretty average. Cameron Brate. And their backup is Kyle Rudolph.
Kyle Rudolph. That's who they got over from Minnesota. That's right. Kyle Rudolph. Yep.
Kickoff. And they will return it out of the end zone. Gets to about the 16-yard line.
Hey, did you see my message?
Yep.
We were talking about that age with a college game with the kickoff being from the 25-yard line now that not many people return it from the end zone.
Mm-hmm.
Remember that?
Yep. Henderson takes the handoff, gets about 5 yards.
The Joe Noteboom gets to start. This will be his first game as starter after the Wentworth retired last year. I just got the first down play done right now.
All right, I'll be right back.
Okay. All right, guys. So it's going to bring up second down, flag on the field, false start for the offensive line. Brings up 2nd and 10. Again, a 7-0 Bills with a little over 9 minutes left to go in the first quarter. Stafford out of shotgun. Henderson behind him on up. Handoff to Henderson up the middle. Gains about 3 yards. Brings up 3rd and about 7. So Christian Benford is getting the start at defensive back. Third and 8. Stafford out of shotgun. Back to pass. Pumps. Throws it wide open. Cooper Kupp. First down Rams. First and 10. I was a gain of 12 on that pass. First and 10. Stafford again out of shotgun from about the 40-yard line. Hands it off to Henderson. Gains about 3 yards. Second down. Back to pass. Stafford dumps it off to Higbee. First down. You didn't know the Bills, Von Miller? Yep. Von Miller actually left in the offseason, go from the Rams to the Bills. So this is actually his first game back at SoFi Stadium with it, and he's with a new team. First down, play action pass. Stafford back to pass. Short pass. There to sideline. Gain of 4 or 5. First down brings up second down. Second and 5. Stafford back to pass. Stafford is sacked. Sacked. Von Miller with the sack. Nice. Go Vaughn. Born in Wyoming on a cantaloupe farm. Jeez. Jordan Poyer with a stop on a pass. Brings up fourth down. Well, Ajic will be back, Rhonda. I'll let him call the plays because he was ahead. I was behind, so I'll let him call them. Just waiting for him to come back. Johnny Hecker back to punt. Punt. Fair caught at about the 9-yard line. So Bills will get it deep in their own territory. I'm ahead of him too. Jeez. All right, so he should be back shortly. I'll go over a little bit more of the week 1 schedule with you guys right quick. So Sunday night, you've got Dallas Cowboys and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Monday Night Football, you've got quarterback Russell Wilson, the Denver Broncos going up against his old team, the Seattle Seahawks. That'll be interesting to watch as well. And then we have for our Sunday games, early kickoff games, we have let's see. Early kickoff games, we've got Saints at Falcons, Browns at Panthers, 49ers at Bears, Steelers at Bengals, and Eagles at Lions. Now that Eagles at Lions game, I'm going to be calling on my YouTube channel. I'm interested to see how the Lions play this game, how they play this year with Oklahoma State rookie linebacker, Mr. Malcolm Rodriguez. If you guys have HBO Max And you're fans of football, you guys might want to check out the show Hard Knocks. They always, every year, they pick a different team and they go to the training camp with that team. And this year, the team was the Detroit Lions. And the Oklahoma State graduate made a big name for himself in that show, Hard Knocks. So I actually think he might have made the starting lineup. He was the 180th draft pick. He wasn't picked until the third round, and he's done well. So I'm really interested to see how the Lions do this year. So that's one of the games that I will be calling this Sunday. AJ, go ahead with the plays because I think you're actually more accurate than everybody else than I am. I think I'm just way behind. So you go ahead. Did you see Von Miller? He got his first sack for the Bills.
Well, there goes Aaron Donald getting hit. Another sack right there. Did he get a sack yet?
I don't think he has yet. No.
Well, there is Aaron Donald's first sack.
What was the over under you called? 1?
Just one.
So he's got the whole game to get one more.
Mm-hmm.
I like his chances.
The receivers drops back to pass, caught by Stephon Diggs for 10 yards. That's the one bad thing. So it seems like CBS and college football is behind, but in the NFL, it's ahead of us. And ESPN is even further ahead.
Let's go, Stafford. Welcome in, Facebook user. First down pass, Stephon Diggs. You didn't say that yet, did you?
Oh, yeah, I did.
You did?
Yep.
Oh, my bad. I'm on NBC over the air. Yeah. I need some points from Singletary. Jamison Crowder on the catch for the first down. How many years has Jamison Crowder been at the Bills? Is this his first year there?
I think it's his first year or
He's a long
maybe
time
second.
Jet.
I think it's his,
Duke, right?
maybe.
He played for Jets for a long time.
Yeah, he did. Yeah, he did. Trying to find out a way to.
Wide open. Isaiah McKenzie with a catch. Nice. First down Bills. A lot of wide receivers are getting in on the action so far in the first quarter from Josh Allen. He's spreading the ball around pretty well. Almost got the ball out to the midfield already. Play action pass again. Kind of just dumps it off. Dawson Knox. Flag down.
Josh Allen drops back to pass, throws it short to Stephon Diggs, catches it, and just falls down to the ground.
Josh Allen still perfect in passes for the entire game. 10 for 10.
Oh, and as soon as you say that, intercepted.
Oh,
Tried
Lord.
to throw it to McKenzie, and it got intercepted by Lewis.
Jeez. It looked like he just gave him the ball. Like he caught it and then he just gave it to him. That's crazy.
Well, total yards for the Rams 43, rushing yards 8, passing yards 35. Total yards for Bills 122, 24 rushing yards, 98 passing yards.
All right, so we went over the games all the way up till noon. The early games. So the more of the early games for Sunday are the Colts at the Texans. That's a big division game there. The Patriots at the Dolphins. That's a big division game. The Ravens at the Jets. That's one team. I don't think they'll make the playoffs, Adric, but that's one team I think will be better than they were. Is the Jets.
Yep.
Then you've got the Jaguars against the Commanders with new quarterback Carson Wentz. So there's a chance they may be better than they have been. And then your afternoon games, 3:25 p.m. games, you've got your Giants at Tennessee. The Chiefs at the Cardinals. That's another game that I'll be calling. I think that's going to be a really good game. You've got the Raiders at the Chargers. That's another division game that's going to be a great game as well. You've got your Green Bay at Minnesota, another huge divisional rivalry game. And then as we said earlier, your Sunday night game is Tampa Bay at Dallas. And your Monday night game is Denver with quarterback Russell Wilson returning to Seattle to take on his former team, the Seahawks. So, Adric, any of those games kind of stick out to you that you're interested in, and also you want to tell the people what you'll be doing on Sunday?
Well, I'll tell you the game I'm kind of interested in, and I think will be an upset, is the Vikings versus Packers. Everywhere I see, people are saying the Packers are going to win, but I think the Vikings are a real sleeper this season. I see nobody talking about them at all, but I think they'll do really good this year. And I actually have them upsetting the Packers week 1.
All right. So your first down play of the second quarter or of this since timeout was a handoff to Henderson for a no gain. Second play is pass complete to Cooper Kupp. Brings up third down. Do they have a tracker deal or is it behind?
They do, but everything's ahead. Like by kind of a lot as well.
That's fine. We can still call it off of there, can't we?
Yeah, but then it kind of ruins everything. I'll keep trying the CBS one. Well, at the end of the first quarter, the Bills lead the Rams 7-0. Rams total yards 49, 8 rushing yards, 41 passing yards. Bills 122 total yards, 24 rushing yards, 98 passing yards. Matthew Stafford is 5 for 5, 49 yards, 0 touchdowns, 0 interceptions. Henderson 4 attempts, 8 yards, 0 touchdowns. His longest run was 5 yards. Cooper Kupp 3 targets, 3 catches, 35 yards, 0 touchdowns. Longest catch was 23 yards. Josh Allen 10 for 11, 99 yards, 1 touchdown, 1 interception. Singletary 3 attempts, 16 yards, 0 touchdowns. Longest run was 7. Josh Allen 1 attempt, 7 yards. Zach Moss 1 attempt, 1 yard. Stephon Diggs 4 targets, 4 catches, 31 yards, 0 touchdowns. Longest catch was 12 yards. Gabe Davis 1 target, 1 catch, 26 yards, 1 touchdown. The game is back on. Stafford dumps it to his running back and gets about maybe a yard and a half. Punt. Crowder will receive it. Receive it at the 13-yard line. Runs it. Gets to about the 31-yard line. Josh Allen last playoffs 9 touchdowns, 0 interceptions. And Buffalo Bills will take the field. Allen fakes the handoff to the right, dumps it to his running back. It's about 2 yards. Moss was the receiver. Second and 8. Bills have 2 backs. Hand it off to the right. And a fumble for James Cook. His, I think, very first run that I've seen is a fumble. And it's going to be Rams ball. Oh, man. Very first play, very first run for James Cook, and he fumbles it. Not the best start to James Cook career. Buffalo Bills 2 turnovers now. So the Rams ball now. Cup in motion. Hands it off to Akers right down the middle. Gets stuffed at the line. Maybe loses about a yard. Stafford throws it quickly and intercepted. Intercepted. Wow. Okay. A lot of turnovers just happened. And perfect timing, Rhonda. Bills defense is on point. Jackson was the one who caught the interception. Just like that, Bills ball again. So yeah, Bills defense right now playing amazing. Offense, though, turnovers are a big problem. Rams, their offense can't click at all. Rams have total 50 yards, 8 rushing, 42 passing. Bills, 126 total yards, 26 rushing yards, 100 passing yards. Give me just 1 second. I'll be right back. Have fun looking at a scoreboard, I guess.
Hey, Juk, are you there? So I guess in the time I was gone, there were 2 turnovers, huh? A fumble and an interception. Good grief. Crazy. I feel bad for James Cook. That's his very, very first play. And he fumbled. That stinks. Hopefully he'll get another shot here shortly. And he'll be able to do better with it, I hope. So not sure where Adric went. Go Bills, she's checking back in, LOL. Another completion to Gabriel Davis for the Bills. Welcome back, sweetheart.
Oh, thanks.
I was trying to find I guess there's no way to get this TV on regular antenna. You pretty much have to watch everything through an app. So So did I hear you right? When I was gone, there was a fumble and an interception, like back-to-back plays almost?
Yep.
It's crazy.
James Cook, very first run of his career in the NFL, fumbled.
Poor guy.
And about 2 plays later, Matthew Stafford overthrows and intercepted.
Jeez.
Gabe Davis again catches it. First down. Gabe Davis, 3 catches, 41 yards, 1 touchdown.
I call that a good game so far. He was one of our players to watch.
Fakes the handoff, draws back to pass, throws it, caught by Stephon Diggs, and gets the first down and a lot more. I kind of got reminded there for a second of the Minneapolis Miracle. Because Diggs caught it, defender goes flying by him. You'll see it in a second.
Oh, yeah.
Diggs, 5 catches, 52 yards. Of course, there was no touchdown, though.
Hey, Najuma.
3
Welcome in.
receivers. Welcome in, Najuma. Allen dumps it off to Moss. Moss gets about stays on his feet, gets about 5 yards. Looked like he was only going to get about 1, and then fought for the extra 4. Four-yard, I guess. Second and
4-yard.
6.
Yeah.
Four receivers. Allen dumps it off to Moss again. Moss gets about 2 yards. And then gets brought down by 2 defenders. And another. Man, Rams players are losing their helmets like crazy. I think it's the same as that guy. Maybe not.
Brings up third and 4 from the Rams' 23-yard line.
Are you caught back up?
I'm reading.
Oh.
I'm reading. It's fine with me. I don't care. It's all good.
4 receivers. Josh Allen drops back to pass, throws it, and incomplete. I guess they're looking for pass interference.
Pass was intended for Gabriel Davis. Brings up 4th and 4 from the Rams' 23-yard line. Probably going to bring on a field goal unit, wouldn't you think?
You would think so. And they are. Tyler Bass, 2021, 32 field goal attempts, made 28 of them. This right, he'll be a 41-yard attempt.
I might have him.
10-0. And it is good. Almost missed it, but it is good. So 10-0. Bills lead with 8:48 to go in the second quarter.
All right. So again, field goal up, field goal good. So you had a fumble and an interception on the last drive. Jeez. It's crazy. All right, so what do you think, Agent, so far?
Aside from the turnovers, Bills looking like a pretty good team.
They look better than the Rams?
Oh, yeah.
Do you think that we had that over-under of 51.5 points, right?
Mm-hmm.
What do you think? You still like it?
Yeah, I still like it. I mean, we already saw how the score can change in the TCU game.
Oh, yeah, huh? So, again, guys, Christian Benford, the rookie, got the start over the other fellow rookie, Kyer Elam. But don't be surprised to see Elam sometime in the game as well. So far, our starters, Cooper Kupp, Allen, Diggs, Stafford. It's been a quiet game for Allen Robinson so far. Haven't really seen him do too much. Cam Akers, I don't think has even played, has he?
Yeah, he had, I think, maybe like 1 yard.
Hey, good
I
to
thought
see
he
you,
played
Greg.
that.
Welcome in, buddy.
Yeah, he did. 1 attempt for 0 yards.
Jeez. Higbee's caught a couple of passes. Singletary hasn't done much. Cook had 1 run. Poor guy fumbled. Jefferson, I don't think is even playing. I think he's out of the game. I think he might be on the injured list right now. Isaiah McKenzie had a catch. Both defenses have actually done decent. If you had either one of these defenses, and especially if you had the Bills defense, you're doing pretty good. Both teams have had a turnover, so there's points for both defenses there. So yeah. Poor Stafford though, he ain't playing too well. He's had 2 picks already, right, in the first half.
Just 1.
Is it?
Yep, just 1 interception.
Oh. Each
Rams, I
quarterback was
start off
throwing
with. Yeah. Rams start at the 40-yard line. Stafford hands it off to Henderson. Henderson gets about 4 yards.
4 yards. Tackled by Ed Oliver and Jones. Brings up 2nd and 6 from the Rams' 44-yard line.
Oh, and they're starting to talk about the elbow.
What's up, Bubba?
3 receivers. Henderson, the backfield. Stafford fakes the handoff, rolls out to the left, throws it, and incomplete.
Go all the way.
It is all the way. You can't do anything else. Intended for Otwell.
It's gonna be a fake handoff. He throws it.
Kupp in the backfield. Now he's in motion.
I'd be interested to see how many
Stafford.
tackles this Johnson guy has.
Caught by Skoranek. Middle of the field, first down.
$12-yard gain. Is there any way to see, like at halftime or something, maybe how many tackles this Johnson guy has for the Bills? It seems like he's made every single tackle almost. It's crazy.
Yeah, I should be able to look on ESPN. Powell's the one that takes the handoff for about 3 yards to the left. And a flag on the play.
Flag on Jordan Phillips for defensive holding. 5 yards. Forced at the Buffalo 41-yard line. It's going to bring up First and 10.
Cooper Kupp in 2021, 16 touchdowns, nearly 2,000 yards, and 145 catches.
Jeez. Speaking of
Three
Cooper Kupp,
receivers. Yep. Stafford runs to the left, caught by Cooper Kupp, and gets about 5 yards before stepping out of bounds.
6-yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 4 from the Buffalo 30.
Stafford drops back and gets sacked. Sacked by Phillips.
I guess that made up for his penalty then, huh?
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah, great play. Nice spin move there. Stafford drops back again to pass. Throws it and caught by, there he is, Robinson.
Finally.
It'll be 4th down, I think 4th down and 1 or 2.
12-yard gain.
It's Von Miller 55.
44. He got 1 sack already.
Is he playing?
Yeah.
Playing.
Wait, he's not 44. He's
4th
40.
and 2.
Malcolm Rodriguez is 44. What are they going to do, you think?
They're going to go for it.
They're going to go for it? I pick Rams to win,
4th and 2. Rams, no backs, 5 receivers. Snap. Passes it to Kupp. Kupp gets the wait, he gets the first down. Great push by teammates. He could have got the first down a lot easier, but he jumps back and then got pushed by his teammates.
Oh, yeah. That lineman pushed him all the way forward. Jeez.
Yep.
Nice. Nice work, guys. Nice teamwork. Stafford short right Kupp, 25 for 3 yards. Matt Milano is the one that pushed him over the line. Tackled by Ed Oliver. Is there a injury?
I know it's gonna be a timeout, I think. I don't know. They just said timeout.
Okay.
I think Kupp could have had that first down a lot easier, but did you see him try to step back? I think if he just would have kept on going, he would have had it.
Right. So you're right at about a little over 4 minutes and 20 seconds to go until halftime. The score Buffalo 10, Rams 0, but the Rams are threatening at the Buffalo maybe 20, close to the 20-yard line, right?
Who did you say you wanted to look at?
The Johnson guy, the cornerback for the Bills, T. Johnson, tackles. He's got at least 4 or 5 already in the first half. It's pretty good.
Well, this is kind of awkward now. Says he has 1.
There's no way.
Highest person on the Bills is Matt Milano with 3 tackles.
Huh.
Dad, is there a pencil or pen?
In the game room,
Anyone?
sunroom, whatever it's called. What is that?
Pencils.
Oh. All right, man. Let's look at some of these over-unders that it says here on the these games.
Oh, here we
talk
go.
about.
Here, let's try this. Hold on. Henderson gets a big, huge run, trucks somebody.
You won't be Dad.
First and goal.
Streams of rain.
First and goal, huh? First and goal, baby. So let's move the chains.
Henderson takes the run
Nice.
again, gets about 3 yards. Here, let's use this. NFL's little play-by thing, whatever, is like a lot better.
Is it?
Yeah.
That works.
Puddle?
Volcano and Sicily.
Oh, I don't see a puddle.
Streams of rain. That's not a puddle.
Stafford drops back the pass, was the end zone and caught by Cup. Did he get both feet in? And he did. Touchdown, Cooper Cup. Scoring drive, 11 plays, 60 yards, 548.
These are too hard, man. That's hard.
What a catch. What a catch by Cup.
These are all crossword
1,
puzzles?
2.
Oh, these are mine. This is my book.
They're too hard for you?
Yeah. I should have got a kid one. Huh.
Extra point here. Is good.
Thieves, right? 2 down. Robbers. Thieves. Thieves.
Oh, yeah.
Extra point
The Rams
good.
Score with 3 minutes to go in the second quarter.
The third letter is
10-7.
So this right here says extra point no good, but then here it says extra point is good.
It didn't take Cup too long to score a touchdown this season. 1 game. I don't know why. I went into these fantasy drafts telling myself I was going to draft them, and then I ended up not even doing it.
help me some please.
Huh?
Help me some.
Well,
Breathe in.
well,
That's
well.
Heal. 16 down. INHALE.
Let's see if this right here shows something different. Stats.
There's no
Bills.
15. Oh, wait, 15 across, I mean. A satellite of Uranus.
What'd you just say?
Wait a minute. I got no clue.
This right here also says just 1 tackle for Taron Johnson. That sound right?
No. I mean,
What
maybe,
about
but
Jackson? Jackson has 2 tackles.
I don't know. Bills had to give him one. Hey, Eric. Good to see you, buddy. Let's go Rams. Beat the Bills. Meg says she has some tortilla chips. Nice. You got the first quarter stats? Did you already go over those?
Not really. Real quick quarterback stats, I guess. Matthew Stafford, 11 for 13, 87 yards, averages 6.7, 1 touchdown, 1 interception, 2 sacks, rating 88.1. Josh Allen, 16 for 18, 143 yards, averaging 7.9, 1 touchdown, 1 interception, 1 sack, 95 is the rating. Oh, and it just shows it now on the screen. Of course.
Oh, did it?
Yep.
Another touchback. Right at 3 minutes.
Right there.
Yep.
Okay, so 11 o'clock starts with a B. Can't tell. That's a B. Just make it
And the inside run goes for about 2 yards.
11 o'clock.
Singletary was the one that ran it.
I don't have any idea.
Baver.
2.5 minutes to go in the second quarter. 4 receivers. Singletary motions to the right of Josh Allen. Draws back to pass. And just gets sacked. Sacked by Aaron Donald and somebody else.
Sacked by Aaron Donald.
Bobby Wagner and Aaron Donald.
Well, there's your 1.5 right there.
Yep. I totally forgot
So
that
there's
Wagner
that.
joined the Rams.
Yeah.
Imagine the linebacker core in their prime. Bobby Wagner and Von Miller. Good grief.
I made a little note of it at the beginning of the game. That Wagner had left Seattle and longtime Seattle to join
Hey, Dad.
the Rams.
If I can draw a smiley face without using this, I gotta get a high five, right?
Okay.
So you see how it's like this, right?
Oh, there's a flag. I didn't hear what it was.
Hey, that looks cool.
Oh,
I like this.
too many men on the field.
I like this display, Adric.
Dad.
Looks cool. You did it, huh? Nice.
3rd and 7.
Earlier. Prior.
Josh Allen throws it quickly to Stephon Diggs and catches it, and it just goes immediately out of bounds. First down for the Bills. 1-on-1 with Ramsey. Ramsey just gets beat.
So 12 o'clock starts with an R. Here's 12 o'clock. Inform.
And 2 minutes.
Rocks.
Two-minute warning round.
Yep.
Row. ROW.
Feeling okay over there, Mr. Lannon, Meg said?
Yeah.
Just a little allergies probably or something, huh, Bella?
Okay, I have a question.
What's up?
So, looking at fantasy football, why do they always project the kickers to get like point, let's 85, point 35, stuff like that?
I guess just because they're all different different point values for different distances and stuff. Maybe.
Yeah, but it can't go into like a point. It can't go
Yeah,
into
you're right.
a point,
I don't know why it
whatever.
does that then. You're right. I'm not sure.
Do they expect the kicker to like throw the ball or something? Always that possibility that the kicker has to throw.
Uh-huh.
I guess it's kind of true, like a fake field goal. I don't know.
Yeah, it was sad news about the Queen today, that's for sure.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so at halftime, we're going to go over the power rankings of each NFL team, talk a little bit about where each team is ranked, what we think, what our thoughts are on the ranking of that team. Those power rankings are going to change each week, and each week we will go over the power rankings. Adric, you want to tell everybody what you're going to be doing this Sunday? I told them the two games that I was going to be.
Hold on, I'll tell him right at halftime. Oh, and intercepted by Troy Hill.
Intercepted by Troy
intercepts the
Polamalu.
ball. Man, the turnover. It's week 1, very first game. Get those turnovers out of the way.
There it is.
Great catch. Great interception, I should say. Read it the entire way.
Listen, Crowder.
Yeah, it always kind of sucks how it's not exactly the quarterback's fault, yet it's always there.
Yeah.
Like interception. Just kind of feel bad.
Love you.
So the Rams ball, 1st and 10. Henderson in the backfield. 3 receivers.
Do you know where any things of
Takes the pitch to the right, rolls out to the left, and just weird shovel pass. Goes to nobody. It'll be incomplete. 2nd and 10.
So the game is almost right at the point spread.
Yeah.
What the?
Von Miller, his 12th season. He has 7 seasons with 10+ sacks.
That's pretty good. He was in on the rush on that pass, wasn't he?
Yep. Almost had him. Throw deep, and could have been another interception there, honestly. Intended receiver was Cup. Just overthrew him. 3rd and 10. Matthew Stafford drops back to pass again. Wobbly throw. Try to go to Cup again. Underthrew. And a flag. Holding. Number 7 on the defense. Johnson.
Huh. There he is. He may not have that many tackles, but at least he's got a hold.
Oh yeah, that's definitely a hold. First and 10 now for the Rams. A minute 40 to go in the second quarter.
You found some?
4 receivers. Matthew Stafford drops back to pass again. Quick throw to Cup. Completed for about 9 yards, just short of the first. Second and 1. Hand off to Cam Akers. There he is, and loses a yard.
About
Maybe
time
2.
they put him in the game.
Yeah, about time.
But I'll tell you what,
The
though,
time
that
he
Henderson,
does.
Landon had Henderson
Henderson.
last year, and he actually did pretty well.
Yep. You're welcome, Landon. $55 seconds to go in the second quarter. 3rd and 1. I guess he somehow got back to the line of scrimmage.
There's that Milano guy.
3
Another
receivers. Goes out to the right. Stafford will run it himself. Gets the first down. Just immediately goes out of bounds.
What's your jaw?
What they want to do.
Jaw.
And I think it's going to be a timeout. Timeout Buffalo. First timeout.
Right. I'll show you the sweat. Outfit pictures. Let's go.
Okay, so I'm looking at the power rankings for like the first time, pretty much.
Yeah.
And
We're going to go over those at
well,
halftime, right?
yeah. Not gonna say anything, but who that number 32 does not deserve to be at number 32.
Right.
So 4 receivers, Henderson to the right of Stafford. Stafford will throw again and get sacked.
Good
He'll go down about
God.
the 39-yard line. Jordan Phillips again.
Phillips is doing good.
Yeah.
He's been in the league a while, too. I know he used to play on your team.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Cup was wide open. Just that defensive line got to Stafford before you can even see him. So second timeout for the Rams. Second and 19. 26 seconds to go in the second quarter. Bills lead 10-7 against the Rams. Henderson to the left of Stafford. 4 receivers. Quick pass to Cup. Cup will just go backwards. He was trying to get to the middle of the field. It just goes backwards for about a loss of maybe 1.
Adric, how much of this, like Jordan Phillips and people like that, being able to get to Stafford, how much of that do you think is an effect from Von Miller being there on the defensive line for the Bills now?
A lot, I think.
A lot.
A lot, yeah, because just having one of the best linebackers in Von Miller, just being there. I mean, even kind of teaching them, just being in practice, they can just learn from what him and kind of trying to think of the words. I'm trying to think. What is the words?
AJ be the judge.
I can't. I don't know.
I think yours is better.
57-yard attempt is good.
Let AJ be the judge.
You won. Got what?
Well, are you ready for these power rankings?
Is it halftime right now? It is.
Yep, halftime.
Yep. Let me I will read the power rankings to you if that's cool, and I'll read you what the experts say, and then if you'll give your opinion on it. You want to start at 32 and work your way to 1?
Yeah.
All right, this is coming straight from NFL. What's that now? You want me to bring it up?
You want me? I have it right here. You want me to just bring it up on screen?
Sure, that sounds good. It's the one from NFL.com.
Yep.
All right, so number 32 is Chicago Bears. Previous ranking is 32. This is Justin Fields been set up to succeed. We didn't learn much about Fields in his rookie season as a poor offensive game plan and injuries kept his talented first-round pick from making the big splash the organization had hoped for. Rookie ahead of his second season, the offense has some nice pieces in Darnell Mooney, David Montgomery, and Cole Kmet, but the O-line projects to be among NFL's worst, while the defense is a shell of its mighty former self. Perhaps Fields is truly special, allowing him to take a leap and put the Bears on his back for 4 months. God knows Chicago could use some pro football excitement. There's the unfortunately more plausible scenario that at this time next year, we're still asking when Fields will get a fair shot at this thing. So what do you think, Adrian?
Stupid. Well, I agree with some things like offensive line is going to be horrible. But, I mean, the Bears at number 32? That is just not right at all. I mean, I can definitely name a lot of teams that they could beat this year.
You don't think the Bears are the worst team?
Oh, no, definitely not.
All right.
There's no way they're the worst team.
Number 31 is the Atlanta Falcons. Big question there is Marcus Mariota ready to surprise some people? Mariota's been humbled. He went from number 2 overall pick to a backup who hasn't made a start in close to 3 years. But here we are in 2022, and Mariota has a second chance at career relevance as a number 1 quarterback for a rebuilding Falcons squad beginning the post-Matt Ryan era. He's got 2 gifted playmakers in tight end Kyle Pitts and first-round draft pick wide receiver Drake London, plus the mobility to escape the jams a leaky offensive line is sure to put him in. He's unlikely to host a Lombardi Trophy this year, but Mariota, still just 28 years old, can put himself in Atlanta's long-term plans with a productive season. Thoughts on the Falcons?
Again, stupid. Marcus Mariota. I mean, if we get the Marcus Mariota that was on the Titans, they're going to be completely fine. I say the only thing they really need to worry about is the defense. But that offense is going to be A-okay because they have Kyle Pitts, Drake London now. Cordell Patterson. And again, like if we get Marcus Mariota that we got from Titans, that offense should be, I think, pretty good. I don't know much about
Hey,
the
Andy.
offensive line. They say it's bad. Possibility to escape James, a leaky offensive line, and sure to put him in.
Yeah.
So that offensive line might not help at all. But apart from that, they definitely don't deserve to be only ranked at number 31.
All right, number 30 is your Washington Commanders. Previous rank for them is 28. Is it time to officially take command in Washington? Carson Wentz rumbled his way through a meticulously workshopped corporate branding slogan, but I don't hate Wentz's surrounding cast with the Commanders. You've got superstar wide receiver Terry McLaurin. Curtis Samuel's there also after a season washed out by injuries. Jahan Dotson, team's first-round pick, is a polished route runner who should make an instant impact. The offensive line is solid. Wentz's ability to get the ball out accurately and on time will be vital to success, but the cupboard is far from bare on offense. Thoughts on the Commanders?
Again, not as stupid, but pretty stupid. That defense, I think, is still going to be okay, good, and offense, it's going to be better than last year. It's going to be better than the year before that, especially with Carson Wentz. Now I know Carson Wentz isn't the best quarterback, but he can definitely lead an offense to getting some wins, as we saw in the Colts. But of course, he didn't finish it with the Colts because they lost against the Jaguars whenever they needed to win. But
Okay.
they have Terry McLaurin, Curtis Samuel, Jahan Dotson, and they all should really be great for Carson Wentz. And like they said, offensive line is solid. Offense, I think, will be below average to average, and the defense should just how the Washington Commanders defense has always been for the past 3 years or so. So again, I think that's too low, but I guess just kind of all depends on Carson Wentz and how he plays.
I agree with that. Number 29 is your Jacksonville Jaguars. Their last ranking was 30. Said, could this be this year's Cinderella story? We're not saying Jacksonville's about to go full Bengals and march to the Super Bowl, but when you consider everything that happened last year under Urban Meyer, it can't get much worse. Do you think there will be a significant year 2 leap for Trevor Lawrence and the relative menace of the AFC South? Isn't it plausible that this team could be hanging around in the AFC South race come December? It's one of those things you have to actually see before getting too amped up about the idea, but my mind is absolutely open to the notion that the Jags could become a thing in 2022. And I know they got some in free agency. I think they spent more money than any other NFL team this past free agent season. So I know they've got some additions. But what are your thoughts on the Jags for this year?
Well, I don't really know. I don't think Trevor Lawrence is going to be that great, at least not on the Jaguars. Maybe if he was on some other team with some weapons around him and a good offensive line, maybe he could do something. But with what he has, I know they have good running game, but apart from that, I don't see him doing really anything.
Ron says he thinks the Jags, if this is Ron, if it's Judy, I apologize, but I'm assuming it's Ron. I think the Jags will surprise this year in a weak division. This is a Titans division to own right here. AFC South.
See, you have the Colts. I just got Matt Ryan, and Colts again are complete. They could definitely make a playoff run. The Titans, of course, they lost their best receiver. And did their defense get any better?
Defense got worse.
Oh, worse. Oh,
Harold
never mind
Landry's
then.
out for the year. He got his torn ACL.
Well, it doesn't look great for your Titans then.
So that's not going to help.
No. But I don't think you can make that big of a crazy change. I mean, what did the Jags go last year? Hold on, let me check real quick.
I think they won about 3 games.
Jaguars. Yep, exactly. 3 games. I don't see how they can go from 3 wins to 9+. Because that's what they're going to have to get. They want to beat the Titans and the Colts, and I don't think that's going to happen.
Ron says he thinks the Titans will take a step back this year. You got
They'll
to
take a
remember
little bit of a
those guys. They didn't have Derrick Henry for about 3/4 of the season.
And they go
Yeah,
without
and
him.
as well, Malik Willis, quarterback they drafted, looked really good, I'd say, in the preseason.
Do you think
So
he's
I
going
think
to
if
get the starting job by the end of the year?
by the end of the year, yes, but I don't think he's going to get it immediately in week 1, week 2, week 3. But I mean, he definitely can beat Ryan Tannehill.
All right, let's talk about the Giants real quick. Their power ranking for week 1 is 28. Their previous rank was 26. Could the G-Men field one of the league's most improved offenses? New York had perhaps football's most pitiful attack by the dying breath of the Joe Judge era. The bar is clear. The bar to clear is low, and the Big Blue attack possesses some intrigues. Saquon Barkley looked great all summer. Daniel Jones had a proper play caller and a new head coach, Brian DeBolt. And the wide receiver group of Kadarius Toney, Wan'Dale Robinson, Sterling Shepard, and Kenny Golladay has potential. Hesitant to even include Golladay in here because of the wretched details of his training camp, but it would be equally weird to leave him out entirely. Giants are knee-deep in a rebuild, but they could be frisky with the ball. What are your thoughts on New York Giants in the NFC East?
Worst team in the NFL.
Giants?
Maybe if they were healthy, they could be number 28. But Saquon Barkley, I don't want to get hurt. I want to see him be great because whenever he's healthy, he's great. But again, he's kind of just like Christian McCaffrey. He gets hurt by week 3 and he's out for the rest of the year. Same with Kenny Golladay. Above average to average receiver, but he gets hurt by week 5 and he's done for the year. Sterling Shepard has been on the Giants for like his entire career, I think, however long that is. He's a pretty underrated receiver in my opinion. And then Daniel Jones is just Daniel Jones. He'll run, and he'll trip at the 10-yard line. And I just don't see really anything happening with the Giants this year.
All right.
What about you? You think the Giants? What do you think about the Giants?
I don't think they'll do much better than they did in the previous years. They lost Evan Ingram, the tight end.
But see, the thing. Continue.
Go ahead.
Can I do it?
The thing about Evan Ingram is that I think he can get replaced a little bit easily because he can't really catch and he can't really block either. I mean, he'll have one good game, maybe 2, but then after that, he'll just be an average tight end.
All right, so the game's back on, right, for the second half?
Mm-hmm.
All right, so we'll stop
We'll go
right
over the
here with
rest.
the power rankings.
Can I do it? I don't know. Please.
We'll stop right here with the power rankings, and we'll do the rest at commercial break. And when we come back to the power rankings, we'll have Landon read the descriptions for the teams, if that's all right. And then we can give our input on it. But right now, let's get back to the game. It looks like who got the ball first half? The Bills. So the Rams will be
Yep.
receiving. Is that correct? No, watch out. No. So Lambs. I said Lambs. The Rams will be receiving the kickoff.
Imagine they added Lambs and CeeDee Lamb was on that team.
Tie game 10-10. Again, to recap our picks. Landon and I picked who to win tonight. The Rams, right? Stop, Landon.
Excuse me.
Landon and I picked the Rams to win, and
Henderson.
Isaac, you picked
The Bills.
the Bills.
Henderson gets about a 2-yard gain on the run.
Von Miller, 40.
Second and 8. Stafford drops back to pass. Dumps it to the running back to Henderson. Henderson gets about a 3.5-yard gain.
Where are they playing?
Playing in Los Angeles.
Where are the Buffaloes at?
New York.
5 receivers. Now Henderson goes to the right of Stafford. Now Henderson is right on the line. Snap is low. Stafford falls down and just gets sacked. It'll be 4th down. Disaster play there for the Rams.
Terrible start.
Mhm.
Terrible start to the second half.
Dad, I'm gonna give you a trivia question. What is Stafford's first name?
Matthew.
Yeah. What is Miller's first name?
UConn.
What is
Rams will punt it.
Josh.
Jameson Crowder is the returner. Fair catch called at the 43-yard line, maybe 42. Just like that.
Of the Bills.
Yes.
That's still really good field position though to start out with.
Excuse me.
10-10. All right, let's go back to these rankings. All right, Landon. Read to your brother about the Houston Texans, if you will, sir.
Do I read it from right here to right here, or just the whole list?
Just read the paragraph.
When will Brandon Cooks get the respect he deserves? Cooks has produced since the day he entered the league, but it took time for him to find a true home. That place is Houston, where he might be primed for his best season yet. The 28-year-old just set his career highs in catches, 90, and targets, 134, and another under-year-old.
Under the radar.
Under the radar, 1,000-yard campaign. His 6 and 8 seasons across 4 teams. As QB Davis Mills said to ESPN, when you have Brandon lined up out there, especially if he gets one-on-one, there's not really anybody in the league who is going to be able to match up with him. Give this man his due.
All right, Adric, so your thoughts on the Texans?
I kind of like that placement right there at number 27. Like they're saying, Brandon Cooks is a really good receiver on a really bad team. And Davis Mills. I don't really know. I haven't really watched him at all.
He had a pretty
Team is
decent
good.
year as a rookie last year.
Yeah. Singletary takes the run, gets about 12 yards.
Mike said Texans are dookie.
Yeah, they are dookie.
All right, back to
Give
the power rankings.
Wait, give this man his doo-doo.
Oh, Lord.
Get it? 'Cause it said,
Uh-huh.
give this man his doo.
Ooh,
good run.
that was a good run.
Well,
First
there's
and
no
10.
people- There's no one in front of him, but it was a good run.
Bobby
Running
Wagner
to the
was
left.
with
Singletary gets maybe half a yard.
You remember Bobby Wagner from the Seahawks?
Mm-hmm.
This offseason, he went to Rams.
Mm-hmm. Wasn't he a tight end?
No, defense.
Oh, yeah.
James Cook is back in. 4 receivers. Cook to the left of Allen. Fakes the
Come
handoff
on,
to
bro.
Cook. Allen runs it himself and gets about 8 yards.
Man. I want to see him have a second chance, and I want to see him do good. That's a tough way to start your career, man.
Do the Bills play the Bills? They do play the Vikings.
Oh my god, that's gonna be terrible.
What'd you say, John?
Our favorite superhero.
3rd and 2 for the Bills.
Oh, by the way,
And looks like it's going to be a false start. False
Just
start.
that's their head.
I think 76. Yep. So false start Bills.
Jeez. So it brings up a 3rd and 7 instead of a 3rd and 2.
3rd and 7 for the Bills. 3 receivers. Allen. Okay.
Penalty was on Roger
Allen
Stafford.
runs. Stiffs arm a defender, Scott, and I think maybe get the first down. Hold on. I got a cough.
Dang, you could hear him cough.
Josh Allen under center. Pitches it to the left to Singletary. Singletary runs and gets the first down and gets about 13 yards before getting dragged down. Singletary in 2021, 188 rushes, 870 yards, 7 touchdowns. 4 receivers. Singletary to the right of Allen. Snap, drops back to pass, throws it quickly to Diggs. Diggs runs to the middle of the field and gets about 6 yards.
I'm going to do that with these colors, though.
It'll be 7 yards.
All right.
9:05 to go in the 3rd quarter.
I'm doing Spider-Man with these. Already finished Spider-Man.
4 receivers, Singletary in motion. Dumps it to Singletary. Singletary runs to the left sideline, trucks a man, and goes down. Gets the first down. About 6-yard gain.
That does not look like cool.
Stop. That was a good run there. Good run.
8-yard pass. Allen drops back the pass, throws, touchdown to McKenzie.
To
Touchdown
McKenzie.
Bills. Yup. Of course, McKenzie was the reason for the first turnover of the game, or second. I can't remember. But there you go. Touchdown McKenzie. Just a slant into the inside. Extra point is good. So Bills lead 17-0 against the Rams. 7:59 to go in the third quarter.
On this
Oh, man. All right. Is it commercial?
Yep.
Next team up, number 26.
New York Jets. Does Zach Wilson have infinite rope in year 2? Joe Flacco is most likely to get the call on Sunday against the Ravens.
And in fact, it has been announced that Joe Flacco will indeed start this week against the Ravens.
And
Is Zach
perhaps
Wilson hurt?
Beyond that, as Wilson works his way back from last month's knee
Procedure.
procedure,
Yeah, he just had knee surgery last month.
coming off a rocky rookie year from Wilson, it's fair to wonder if the Jets now 11 years deep into the
Longest playoff drought in the
longest
NFL.
playoff drought in the NFL, will stick with the number 2 overall pick in the 2021 NFL draft. If he doesn't show signs of improvement early on, the Jets finally have legitimate pieces on both sides of the ball. There might be one solid quarterback away from contention in the AFC playoff race. It's absolutely possible that Wilson makes a developmental leap in year 2, but Gang Green must be prepared if the opposite scenario presents itself.
Good job, man. Nice reading. So what do we think about the Jets, Adric?
I like where they are, but I don't agree with like anything the person said. The Jets are not one solid quarterback away from AFC playoff race or anything. No, not at all.
I'll tell you the thing I like the most about the Jets, and that is who I think will be their potential starting running back, and that's Breece Hall from Iowa State, rookie.
I thought you were going to say logo.
I think he's got potential to be a star.
Yeah, he definitely does. It's actually who I wanted to pick in the fantasy football draft, but you took him right before me.
You were really?
Yeah, I was about to pick him, and then you just take him right before me.
You're welcome.
Oh yeah, thanks. So Rams have the ball, 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line. They fake the handoff. Stafford rolls to the right and will run it himself and loses maybe a yard. Yep, he will lose a yard. It'll be 2nd and 11. No backs for Rams. Stafford drops back, throws it deep, and caught by Cooper Kupp. Gets tackled out of bounds. 1st and 10 for the Rams. And he will catch it around midfield, I think. Yep, at a 48-yard line, their own. And they will fake the handoff again, drops back to pass, just throws it to Henderson. Henderson gets past midfield, about 9-yard gain. I know he's actually going to get the first down. Be first down Rams. It'll be a 10-yard gain for Henderson.
Like I said, Oliver got injured
Stafford
in the first.
hands it off to Henderson, gets about 1 yard. Matthew Stafford drops back to pass and gets sacked by none other than Von Miller.
Von Miller,
Woo!
second sack of the night.
Yes, sir. How we do? How we do?
Nice.
A great sack there from Miller.
Boom! Boy, he just flew right onto him.
Stafford drops back to pass again, throws it deep, and no way. Overthrows it by like 20 yards. 4th and 18. So Rams will punt it on 4th and 18. Crowder is the returner. Fair catch called at the 10.5 yard line. They'll place it at the 11-yard line. Oh, yeah, no flag there. He barely even touched him. Welcome in, Leonard. Family Fun. Thanks for liking.
Hey, Tanisha, good to see you. Welcome in. Thank you. I don't wear the person in a Mickey Mouse hat.
You want to talk about
Good
the
to see you.
Lions?
Yes, sir. I do indeed. All right. Number
That's what we
25.
were talking about as well.
How could you not root for Rodrigo?
Yeah. You know who Rodrigo is? Malcolm. Go ahead.
It's not uncommon in the history of Hard Knocks to see a camp underdog find his way onto the final 53-man roster as a deep reserve. It is uncommon to watch that kind of NFL films underdog win a starting job outright. That appears to be a real possibility for Malcolm Rodriguez, the Oklahoma State linebacker who's gone from sixth-round afterthought to regular practice reps with Detroit's first-team defense. If Dan Campbell were to invent a grit machine, it would be Rodriguez, named Rodrigo by defensive coordinator Aaron Glenn, who would emerge from the fog of the laboratory. He's high motor, all effort tackling machine who lives for the fight. The Lions will need a big contributions to unexpected places to contend for a playoff spot. Rodrigo could be one of those big guys. Wait, it could be one of those guys. Not big guys.
All right, AJ, I'll let you go. And
Wait, Marcus.
I'd actually
You
put
already
maybe
know.
even like two. What do you say?
I say you already know my feelings on this, but I'll let you go, and then I'll tell the chat what I think about it.
Well, I'd say they can even go like 2 spots higher. They're actually pretty underrated, I'd say. False start on offense, by the way. But the Lions, they got better on defense, and their offense honestly isn't totally bad at all. They have Jared Goff. People like to talk like Jared Goff is bad, but he's honestly not. He led a team to the Super Bowl. They have a up and coming running back, DeAndre Swift, that could be really great. They have some very solid receivers.
St. Brown.
I don't know how the offensive line is, but like he just said, defense got a lot better. But what do you think about it?
I think this is the most exciting thing I'm looking forward to this football season is to see how exactly Rodrigo does. Being a guy who's my whole life grew up here in Oklahoma and has been an Oklahoma State guy forever. It's exciting to see him do so well. It's exciting to see him basically one of the premier focuses of that HBO show Hard Knocks. If you guys don't have HBO Max, get it. If you do have it and you haven't seen Hard Knocks, check it out. It's a great show if you like football. But that's what I'm most excited about really this season is just seeing how Rodrigo actually does. It's exciting, and it's been a long time since there's been this much hype about a player in the NFL come out of Oklahoma State. And just so happens to be the last time there was hype about a player come out of Oklahoma State, it was with the Detroit Lions. And we all know and love who that was. And that was none other than Hall of Fame running back Barry Sanders. So looking forward to it for sure. And I don't really care how the Lions do as long as he does good. I'd like to see him do good, but I'd like to see him do good more.
Barry Sanders was the GOAT.
So we've got, a 1st and 10 for the Bills?
Hey, just now 2nd and 10.
Second down?
$3:15 to go in the third quarter. Second half kind of going by quick.
Yeah.
Knox in motion. Allen draws back. Throws it and completed in the middle of the field by Crowder. So first
Is
down,
Calvin Johnson
Buffalo Bills.
the Lions? No, man. He retired a couple of years ago. He retired a few years back.
Passing play. Oh, wait. Can we do it, Dad?
Allen hands it off to Moss. Moss hits about 1 yard. Two minutes to go in the third quarter. The Buffalo Bills lead 17-10 against the Rams. 2nd and 9. Three receivers. Allen drops back to pass, throws it to Moss. Moss catches it, gets about 3 yards, and gets tackled. So it'll be third down. Oh, and injury for the Bills. Their fullback.
Who's their fullback?
They said Gilliam or Gillian.
Gil.
All right. Next team are the Seattle Seahawks.
I don't know.
Yours is still waiting.
Want me to read
We're
about
at
that one,
commercial?
or you want me to just say it? Yep. Commercial injury timeout.
Hey, you go ahead.
Want me to read it?
Go ahead.
You just want me to tell? I'll just tell you guys what I think about this. Seattle Seahawks number 24 is way too high. Maybe not way too high, but it's high. They still have a great receiver core. They have a really untested running game, and their quarterbacks are just non-existent with Drew Lock and Geno Smith not going to do a thing. Defense, they lost defense big time with Bobby Wagner going to the Rams, as we've seen today. But at number 24, I think it's just way too high. I definitely would see the Detroit Lions beating the Seahawks, and really the Commanders and Falcons and Bears, I could see them all beating the Seahawks. What do you say about the Seahawks?
Oh, you're exactly right about the quarterbacks. They don't have any. Chris Carson retired. He was a pretty stud running back. Another guy from Oklahoma State. He actually didn't do much at Oklahoma State, but he became a stud in the NFL. So it's kind of interesting to see how the wide receiver, not the wide receiver, but the running backs are going to pan out this year. I know Penny's done pretty well as back to Chris Carson.
Yeah, I'm gonna hope Rashad Penny's pretty good because I have him on my fantasy team.
Oh, do you?
Yep.
But
I was actually kind of surprised. I don't know what round I got him in.
It'll be interesting to see how the receivers do because they definitely don't have Russell Wilson throwing the ball to them, and I'm sure that makes a pretty big difference.
Yep.
So,
all right, 3rd and 5. 4 receivers, Moss to the left of Allen. The snap, drops back to pass, throws it quickly, and completed to Crowder for the first down. The Bills are 6 of 7 on 3rd down.
don't cut your fingers.
4 receivers. I think it's Singletary to the right of Allen. Drops back to pass, throws it to Knox, and incomplete. Hit the ground. 33 seconds to go in the third quarter. Second down.
What quarter?
And third quarter.
Third quarter. That's been super fast third quarter, that's for sure.
Yeah. And another injury timeout for the Bills. Number 76. All right.
It's
Next
not good.
team, the Carolina. Yeah, no, not at all. Carolina Panthers. Number 23. I really don't know.
Panthers. What do you think the Panthers are going to do, Landon? That's one of your teams, you say.
I want to say that they're gonna do not bad, but not good.
Just average?
Yeah, just average.
That might be a good call, really.
Yeah.
I know it's going to be interesting to see how Baker does.
Yeah, I think Baker's gonna do actually like. I'm gonna say he's gonna do pretty good.
Another thing you said earlier in the game tonight was Christian McCaffrey. Him staying healthy will be a big question as to how well they do. Even though Chuba is not too bad, but Christian's he's pretty much the last several years he's pretty much been almost their whole team on offense.
Yep. Allen fakes the handoff, runs it himself, and gets tackled after about a 2 or 3 yard gain. And Allen trying to escape from the dog pile. And a little bit of a scuffle here. But it seems like both teams have calmed down. So third down for the Bills. And it looks like they're just going to let the third quarter run out. So in the third quarter, the Buffalo Bills 17, the Los Angeles Rams 10.
Adric, you didn't tell everybody at halftime what you're going to be doing on Sunday.
I'll say at the end of the game.
Okay. You don't really care that much?
Number 22, the Cleveland Browns.
Oh, Lord.
Cleveland Browns.
I'm not going to say anything about them. We all know
they're
that
gonna have a good running game.
Jacoby Brissett for the first 11 games, at least, to decide about more.
Cleveland Browns had to go way too high. Yeah, I think the Browns are just too high. You're not going to have someone till week 13. You're going to have Nick Chubb. You're going to have a great running game. And your defense is going to be good with Myles Garrett, of course. But I think 22 is just too high for right now. 21 is Pittsburgh Steelers.
21?
Yeah. Wait, is that a too high reaction or is that a too low reaction?
I would think it's a too low reaction, but then I remember that they lost Juju, they lost Big Ben, and so those are two key positions right there. But they still have Najee Harris. They still have a dynamite defense, and then their starting quarterback is going to be Trubisky, right?
Yep. Which
So
I honestly think
that
is
if he can pull it all out. So I think it might be too low a ranking actually.
Allen throws it deep and caught. And by I think Davis, first and goal, just like that for the Buffalo Bills.
Jeez.
I think for Buffalo Bills.
You changed?
Honestly, though, I don't even care who wins.
Gabe Davis, just like that.
Yeah.
Great throw,
6
great
yards.
catch.
Didn't Davis used to play on Falcons?
I
He
don't
did,
know.
right?
I don't know. Allen keeps it
And where
himself,
did
gets about 3 yards.
Cole Beasley go? Yeah.
Cole, I think he might just be a free agent.
Wow.
Maybe. Here, let me look real quick.
Who, Honey Badger?
No, Honey Badger's on the Saints.
Oh, yeah.
Four
Cole
receivers, Singletary in motion. Allen keeps him. No, he's going to throw it to Stephon. Oh, and he throws it to Diggs. And it's going to be incomplete. Oh, no. He went to. Oh, no. I guess the. Well, it says. It says that Cole Beasley might return to Dallas, but right now he's a free agent. Third and goal, Allen drops back to pass, runs it himself again, and touchdown, Buffalo Bills. Scoring drive, 13 plays, 89 yards, 6 minutes, 44 seconds. Wait, was that correct? Wait, hold on. What? That was not 6 minutes. I must be looking at something completely wrong. Was that? No. Extra point is right down the middle. Okay, I gotta figure out what that was all about. Because that right there was definitely not 6 minutes. Or I guess it was. Look, it says 6 minutes, 44 seconds. Oh,
2 touchdown spread now. Man, I didn't see this happening. I thought the Rams would keep up better than this.
guess it was 6 minutes. It did not feel like 6 minutes.
Surprising. You got anything written down tonight you want to talk about?
No, I don't think so.
That was a great play.
Ready for the next team?
Yeah, go ahead.
Minnesota Vikings at number 20. How do you feel about that?
Minnesota Vikings. I think they got potential, man. Kirk Cousins, he's one of the most underrated quarterbacks in the NFL, actually.
Yeah, definitely. Mm-hmm.
His receivers are really good. I really like Adam Thielen, and ever since he was a rookie, I thought Justin Jefferson was a good player. Dalvin Cook,
No, he's top 5.
He's kind of like McCaffrey. If he stays healthy, they'll be good. They did lose Kyle Rudolph to the Bucs, and their defense is hit and miss.
Not bad, you know?
But I think overall their defense isn't too bad. So They're ranked number what now? 20?
Yeah,
I think they could be probably top 15 or 16. So I think they're
that's
ranked too
exactly what
low.
I was thinking. Because they have the Patriots above them, and I do not think the Patriots are better than the Vikings. Like you said, Kirk Cousins very underrated. That offense is just I think it's just way too good to be at number 20. And that defense, um I think it got better from last year, maybe. I know they got some I know they got somebody from the Packers. I'm trying to think of his name, but I can't remember it. But that's actually my sleeper team that could do something this year is the Minnesota Vikings, just because
That's good.
how good their roster is. And not love you. Hold on, let me check something real quick. Oh yeah, and they got a new head coach. So I definitely think Vikings could do something. The Rams have the ball at the 22-yard line. 3 receivers. Stafford drops back to pass, throws it quickly, caught, and gets about 10 yards. Receiver was Powell. So the first down for the Rams. Stafford drops back to pass again. Throws it to Akers behind him. Akers just gets to the line of scrimmage and gets tackled. So second down and 10. Four receivers. Drops back to pass. Throws it quickly to Cup. Cup catches it. Gets about 7 yards. Third and 3 for the Rams. Cup so far, 10 catches, 86 yards, 1 touchdown.
He's been quiet this second half, hasn't he? Cooper.
Cup.
Yeah.
Yeah, just because Stafford hasn't really been like good this second half. Stafford would drop back to pass again, throws it, and caught by Higbee. First down. Four receivers, drops back to pass again, throws it to the middle of the field and intercepted.
Good.
Intercepted
God.
by Poyer. I was thinking it was Poyer, but I just want to make sure.
Jordan Poyer.
Yep.
Good grief. So that is his second interception of the night.
Tried to throw it to Cup a little bit too high. Tipped it up and was intercepted by Jordan Poyer.
Second interception tonight. I'll tell you what, Adric, we've been seeing a whole lot more turnovers this first NFL game than we did in about 4 of the college games that we did last weekend.
Yep.
Ton of turnovers. Rhonda says the Bills are going to be a team to watch for sure. Think so, but I mean, Stafford's helping them out quite a bit tonight as well. All right, so the next team on the list,
Miami Dolphins.
I'll just let you take that one, buddy.
Well, Miami Dolphins, number 19. I don't. It all just depends on Tua. If Tua is good, Miami Dolphins are good. If Tua is bad, Miami Dolphins are average. They got the best offensive lineman in free agency. They got Tyreek Hill from the Chiefs. They still have a great defense. They have Jalen Waddle, had a great rookie season. Just all depends on Tua. If Tua can play good, then we'll have some hope this year. But if they have to play Teddy Bridgewater because Tua isn't playing well, then maybe have to look for another quarterback. And there's been some rumors.
So Bridgewater went from Lennon's team to your team, huh?
Yep. Now, there's been some rumors because I don't want to get too excited about myself, but I've seen some people talking about Lamar Jackson at the end of the year maybe going to the Dolphins if things don't work out. If things don't work out on the Ravens, because apparently he hasn't. I guess I don't know. Something's wrong. He hasn't signed a contract yet with the Ravens.
Huh. Zach Moss back in at running back, I see. I like that guy out of Utah. I think this is his 3rd season.
Runs himself, gets about 5-6 yards.
You think the Bills are still going to be aggressive on offense, or you think they're going to try to run it and kill some time?
I think they're definitely gonna. They have to be aggressive still. You're going against the defending champs. You shouldn't let up, especially with like an entire quarter to go. And it's only a 2-score lead, so really anything can happen here still.
Rams are getting cranky.
Allen draws back to pass and throws it deep. Wide open. Stephon Diggs catches it. Is that going to be a touchdown? It's going to be a touchdown, I think. And touchdown. Never mind. Okay, Rams win. Not Rams win, but the Bills win. Bills can start running the clock out now.
Jeez.
Wow. Wide open. Yeah, anything did happen. What happened here? Hold on, let's check this out. Yeah, Jalen Ramsey expected some help, and there was nothing. No help at all. Wide open for Stephon Diggs. So Bills lead 30-10. Extra point is right down the middle. So the Bills lead 31-10. 9:25 to go in the fourth quarter. And now you can start running the ball.
Good God. That's crazy. Did Ramsey fall or what?
Now Ramsey just expected some help from the safety and had zero help at all.
Jeez.
Just nothing. Miscommunication.
$31-10. Good God. I had no clue.
Well, at least
It was
I
gonna
was right
be
about who'd win.
this big of a blowout. Man.
Yeah, I didn't expect this to be such a blowout as well.
It don't look like they're gonna reach that point spread though. Or the over under. I mean.
So, whose fault would you say this is? Rams offense or the Rams defense?
Bills plus 2 points sounds like a hell of a bet. Whose fault is this?
Yep.
Both?
You had to put the
Overall,
blame.
whole
Yeah,
team?
yeah. I knew you were gonna say both, but if you had to put the blame on one side of the ball, who would it be on?
Offense? The quarterback, Stafford? Half the time
Yeah,
you go
like
up
just
and
like
you throw an interception or you get a turnover, it doesn't leave any time for the defense to rest up at all. I'm saying the defense is probably tired right now.
Yeah, so kind of like I said, Stafford
Plus,
having a horrible game.
one thing that's stupid is the Rams hardly ever play any of their starters at all in the preseason, at all. So maybe part of the reason that they're not doing good is just plain out rust from not even playing in a long time, not even playing since the Super Bowl at all in any capacity. But brings up that Sean McVay being 5-0. It brings up the Super Bowl champions. The last time they lost was like 2017 on their first game back, whatever. So a lot of that is getting broken tonight for sure.
Yep.
Von Miller has done a heck of a game for his very first game. His haircut still doesn't make any sense, but
Yeah. Has he ever said what the reason is behind the haircut?
I have no idea. If you guys don't know about Von
Well,
Miller's hair, he's basically all shaved. He's basically bald, except he has like a triangle of hair on the back of his
yeah,
head.
and Matthew Stafford tried to throw it to I think Higbee there and just bounced right out of his hands. Bills defense allowed a gain 2021 17 points, tonight 10, rushing yards 110, tonight 41, passing yards
Oh my lord!
163, tonight 110, total yards 273, and then whatever it said.
I'll tell you one thing though. I'm glad I didn't play any. I'm glad I didn't have any Rams players on fantasy football.
Yeah. False start on the offense. I thought that was like offsides on Von Miller because he was offsides by like 3 yards.
Von Miller did.
Yeah, but they call guess false start. So 2nd and 15 for the Rams. Higbee in motion. 4 receivers. Just throws it to Henderson. Henderson gets like maybe to the back of the original line of scrimmage.
Not a very fun way to celebrate last year's Super Bowl win or this year's Super Bowl
Yeah,
win.
no. Not at all. 3rd and 10 for the Rams. 8:57 to go in the fourth quarter.
At the next commercial, I got something to show you. And then maybe on Sunday Night Agent, we can finish
Oh,
up
look
the,
at that. Look what someone threw on the field. They threw like a flare. Did you see that?
Uh-uh.
You see it yet?
Oh, yeah. Jeez. I think it was a flare.
Yeah, so what's the deal with Odell Beckham Jr.?
That's what I was
Is he
going to show
just-
you at the next commercial. Right now, he's a free agent. Nobody's picked him up.
Yeah. So 4 receivers. Henderson to the left of Stafford. Stafford drops back to pass, throws it to Higbee. Higbee gets about 8 yards.
I've never seen a Super Bowl winner come back. No, huh? It is bad.
Henderson runs and gets the first down. Great fighting. Great run there.
Yeah, they are for sure missing Odell Beckham, though. Pretty much all focus of the pass defense is on Cooper Kupp. Robinson has done what, like 1 catch?
Mm-hmm.
I think that was a good run.
Kupp gets about 5 yards on the catch. Stafford does it quick to Higbee. Higbee gets the first down. And tipped up. Oh my goodness. Interception. Intercepted by the defensive line. Good grief. Flag is thrown. Maybe I don't know. I don't know what it's about. Yeah, unsportsmanlike conduct. Taunting.
Is that Ed? Oh, Boogie Basham. All right, so now you can see why I said the fault was on the offense.
Oh yeah. Welcome in to me, Ray the King. Thank you for coming to the live stream.
Hey, Timmy, welcome in.
Hey, great tackle by Stafford.
Oh yeah, huh? That's true. That's his third interception. I think he hadn't had a game this
Allen,
bad since he played.
jeez.
I remember he had a terrible game against the Titans. Remember?
Oh yeah.
I don't think he's had that bad a game since then. Hey, Tammy, good to see you, brother.
Six and a half minutes to go in the fourth quarter. First and
Jeez.
10 for the Bills. Bills lead 31-10. Hand it out to Singletary. Singletary gets about maybe 4 yards.
Seems like a lot of players, quarterbacks, don't wear mouth guards anymore. Did you notice that?
Mm-hmm. Another handoff. Oh, Moss lost it. Zach Moss lost the ball. And the Rams got it.
Oh, he did. Good Lord. All right.
Well,
Time out. All right. So you were asking
yep.
about Odell Beckham. Odell Beckham sent out a tweet earlier this week on September the 6th. Said, whoever wins Thursday, can't wait to all the boys going into the season. May God bless you with peace of mind and physical strength to endure the season. God watch over all my brothers this year. Let them shine and stay healthy. Love, OBJ. Brought up, is he wanting to get signed by these two teams? And speculation is that these two teams right here are actually two of the teams that are the highest contenders to get Odell Beckham back or to join their team. Hey, good night, Mike.
Mike,
So,
cruise that.
with that being said, Adrian, what do you think's going to happen? Because based on that, he might join the Bills if they want him. But do they need him? It looks to me like the Rams need him a whole lot more than the Bills do. And the Rams still have at the stadium and at the practice facility, they still have a locker that's assigned to Odell Beckham.
So, if the Bills do get Odell Beckham Jr., their team, I mean, that offense is going to be very difficult to stop, especially passing wise. You have Stephon Diggs, Gabe Davis, and now if Odell Beckham Jr. joins the Bills, you're going to have Odell, and you also have McKenzie. I mean, and you have Josh Allen throwing to them, so that's kind of like an unstoppable offense. And now they're kind of even starting to run the ball a little bit. They have Cook that did have a fumble his very first carry, but just a rookie, could definitely develop into something great. But that offense is going to get very, very difficult to stop if Odell Beckham Jr. joins them. And if the Rams get Odell, It wouldn't be a huge difference, but it'd be a lot better than Allen Robinson, because you may say that Odell Beckham Jr. doesn't make much of a difference, but he very much can. I mean, we saw in the Super Bowl before he got hurt that he played very well there. And if Matthew Stafford can figure stuff out instead of throwing about 3-4 interceptions, whatever, I think the Rams could get a little bit better there. What do you think?
I agree. 100%. Although, if he does go to Bills, they may not want him. That might be too many cooks in the kitchen, if you will. Too many alphas on the same team. And we've kind of seen how that's gone in the NBA. Too many studs, too many also. The same team doesn't always work out the best.
Yeah, but you also had Cooper Kupp and Odell Beckham Jr. on the same team. And Cooper Kupp is arguably either the best receiver or second best receiver in the entire league.
But he's not an alpha. Cooper Kupp's not an alpha, though. Cooper Kupp is humble, and he just works hard. He's a team player. A lot of these professional athletes are out for themselves. Hey, what up, Scott? And Cooper Kupp, it wouldn't matter if he was the third person on the team, the third receiver, third option. He'd still play just every bit as hard as he does now. You never hear him being too arrogant. You never hear him making any kind of remarks on social media about that, about him. He never brags on himself, any of that. And so he'd be a good teammate anywhere. It don't matter how many studs there are, in my opinion. So I think when I said alpha, I didn't mean like they're the stud of the team. I meant like their personality. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I know what you mean, but I still think if Beckham would join the Bills, I don't see anything interfering with how good or bad they get.
Oh, you don't?
No, I don't. Maybe if you had somebody, there's not really a receiver that talks like they're everything.
That's true.
Maybe Tyreek Hill. If Tyreek Hill and Stephon Diggs were on the same team, maybe there'd be a little bit of a problem.
Scott wants to know how Diggs is playing.
Well, he
scored
18 points. Yep, 18 points for you, Scott.
I know Scott worked really hard to draft him. Appreciate everybody that's hung out with us tonight. Really do.
You want to talk about number 18, the New England Patriots?
Sure, we can.
Well, too high. They should not be above the Miami Dolphins and Minnesota Vikings. maybe number 20 behind Dolphins and Vikings. But New England Patriots, they got better with adding J.C. Jackson. And I mean, I don't really know how much better they got. Mac Jones, of course. Bill Belichick really didn't let Mac Jones play freely. There was a lot of runs in the New England Patriots offense last season. But I just don't see the New England Patriots being number 18 at the start of the season. Maybe if they do something crazy, but then of course you can put them higher. But right now, number 18 just seems way too high.
Right. I agree with that.
Third down, Cooper Kupp catches it. Gets a lot more with it. Breaking a whole bunch of tackles, stiff arming like 3 defenders, and gets down to about the 11-yard line.
Jeez. Huh. Yeah, he did, didn't he? Jeez. Looked like a pinball.
So 2 minutes in the fourth quarter. Bills lead 31-10 against the Los Angeles Rams. 1st and 10 for the Rams. And of course, no coach's challenge allowed in the last 2 minutes. Stafford drops back and gets sacked. Seven sacks for the Buffalo Bills.
Tonight?
Yep.
Good.
Buffalo
wish I
Bills,
had
7
their
sacks.
Football.
Yeah. Hands it off to Henderson, gets about 2 yards.
Their defense made bank tonight, man.
Bills had
Probably close to
42 sacks last year.
That's probably close to 20 points for their defense on fantasy football.
Let's see who has the Bills. I think I know. Oh, no. They have 17 points
Yep.
in our fantasy football.
And who has them?
Joe's official team.
Grandma?
Yep.
Dang, Grandma. Yeah, so Doug Peterson, coach Jaguars, is going to coach his former team, the Eagles. No, he's not. The Commanders. Chargers host
Oh
Raiders.
my! Oh.
Week
Whew.
18 overtime.
I thought that right there was going to be another interception.
He's been the quarterback for 18 years?
Who?
Man, I'm getting old.
Who?
Aaron Rodgers?
Oh. So 4th and 14, Rams will go for it. 4 receivers, Henderson
You know
to the
what,
right
though?
of Stafford.
I guess
Goes it to
that
the
makes
end
sense because
zone. What were you saying now?
like I said, I guess that makes sense because if you think about it, I've been teaching for 18 years. Hey, James, welcome in, buddy. Good to see you. Turnover on downs, huh?
Mm-hmm.
That's definitely the game right there. Right?
Oh, yeah, definitely.
So do you want to go over the rest of these you want to go over the rest of these power rankings on Sunday night? Or do you want to do it now?
Let's just go through them real quick and just say if it's too high or too low. Give one reason for your statement. You ready?
And then we'll talk about our reaction to this game. Yeah, go ahead.
Yep. All right. Tennessee Titans at number 17. What do you say?
Number 17. I say for right now that's probably about right. But I think they'll prove people wrong, hopefully, and they'll move up as the year goes on. They're ranked that way because they got rid of basically their entire offensive line, and they got rid of
Hold on.
Brown.
So they went from like the second worst offensive line, and they got rid of all of them. Did they get anybody at all on the offensive line?
I don't think so.
Well, that is not the best look then.
Like your Roger Saffold that you just saw playing for the Bills, he was Titans last year. They're just gonna leave it in the hands of Taylor Lewan, see what he can do, I guess. But you got some people that need to step up for the Titans in order for them to have a successful season. Other than Derrick Henry, you can't put all your eggs in the Derrick Henry basket. It's not gonna go well. Hey, good night, Ron. Congratulations to your Bills. Thanks for being here, buddy. Appreciate it. So, I don't know, man. The one saving grace that the Titans have is that their division kind of sucks.
We'll go
So
over these on Sunday night.
I feel like they've got time. Go over these on Sunday night
We'll go over
as well.
Yeah, just so we have a better understanding of the teams and instead of just guessing blindly or whatever.
Who's guessing blindly?
Us? Because we don't know how the teams actually play. The only teams we know how they play are the Rams and the Bills.
I guess that's true, huh? That sounds good, then. All right, so let's recap tonight.
All right.
What are your final thoughts about tonight's game?
Bills, definitely number one team right now. Their defense was amazing today. Their offense. Aside from the 2 interceptions that Josh Allen had, which weren't really totally his. Wait, were they totally? I don't remember. But other than the 2 interceptions from Josh Allen, they played really great offense, and as I just said, defense was amazing.
I don't see a weak point on Buffalo's team except maybe running back right now.
Mm-hmm.
Rams, I don't know what the heck was wrong with them. Stafford played terrible. I do think they're missing. OBJ for sure. They're missing another weapon opposite of Cooper Kupp. Allen Robinson, as of one game, doesn't look like he's the answer for that role. But I don't know. I've seen the Rams play terrible one week, and the next week they turn around and dominate. So they're kind of hit and miss, I guess. They're kind of sporadic, the Rams. The Bills are consistent, but at the same time, I've seen the Bills play garbage too. I mean, being a Titans fan, I've seen us beat the Bills 2-3 years in a row.
And the Bills also lost last year to the Jaguars.
Yeah, so you never know. I mean, it's the NFL. Anybody can beat anybody, but tonight for sure, it looked like the Bills were by far the better team. They were the ones that looked like had the better preseason.
Von Miller has 117.5 sacks, leads all active players. But I will say one thing is that the Los Angeles pass rush wasn't like as great as you'd really think it would be, like whenever you're watching them.
Right.
They do have, again, Aaron Donald and Bobby Wagner, but it just didn't seem like Josh Allen was under pressure that much. I mean, he got
no, it didn't at all.
A lot of touchdowns, 3 touchdowns, and he ran for he had 10 carries for 56 yards and a touchdown. So and even their passing defense didn't look that great either. Jalen Ramsey got beat, but a lot of miscommunication, I'd say, on the pass defense.
It was good to see Vaughn did good.
Yeah.
No, not really. Just Rams, don't count them out yet. They'll be back. They'll be in the playoffs for sure. And
yeah,
Bills definitely look like the team to beat. But like you said, this is the first game of the first week of the season, so we'll know a whole lot more Sunday night when we're back live with you guys about how the other teams play. So I told you guys the streams that we're going to be doing Sunday. We're not going to do any streams on Saturday because London and I are going to be at Stillwater for the Oklahoma State-Arizona State game, but I do plan on streaming pretty much Sunday all day, and this guy does too. And we're going to meet back up Sunday night for Sunday Night Football. So thank you guys for watching. Hope to see you all there. I'll let you close it out, bro.
Well, on Sunday, I have a very busy stream. I will be reacting to NFL Red Zone, and I'll have a whole bunch of things up. I'll have all the leaders, I'll have all the scores, I'll have all the things that are happening around the NFL league. I'll have everything. And hopefully it all works out well. It's going to be a lot of work, but I think it'll be worth it. But that's it for this live stream. Did enjoy, like, subscribe, and till next time. Anything
Take time
else?
to make memories. Nope.
Take time to
Good.
make memories. All right.
Good night, guys.
Good night.